Oh, okay. Yes. My portfolio is bleeding. Yeah, it's bleeding. Look at these guys. Wow, DJN is down 16%, Toshi 12%, Bega 6%, AI 16 and 9%, Cookies is down 7%, Looks 3%, OP 7%. Everything is down apart from at least to an extent Quant. Ali, if we look at the 4 hours, you're gonna see that DJN is down 4%, Looks is down 8%. The hourly, you see that Toshi is up at least for the hour 5%, not that bad. Toshi is up 5% for the hour. MOG is up 1.8%, and we are seeing some sort of recovery in on the hourly time frame. But guys, there's one thing we need to keep an eye on today. Is this fear and greed index? The fear and greed index is giving us some sort of good signal, right? That we are still at 70. Great. 70 was I think it was the percentage we were back then when the market was pumping. I think so. That was about 3 days ago. And now we are back at 70. Yesterday was 73, and now we are back at 70 for the fear and greed index. So in today's show, what I want us to dwell on, or what I want us to discuss on, is basically I want us to look at, of course, MOG Coin, Breadcoin, Toshi, Degen, and other meme coins. But I want us to look at where Bitcoin is at the same time. Because in on this show, or like, my strategy is simple. I trade altcoins to make more Bitcoin. So I trade these shit coins, the meme coins, you can call it whatever name you want to call it, but I trade them to make more Bitcoin. And I want to see what Bitcoin is doing, particularly Bitcoin dominance, and also I want to see what USDT dominance is doing. Now, Bitcoin dominance represents how, like, what strength the market is facing. Like, is Bitcoin the leader, like in terms of the strength on that day or on that week, or all coins are leading that week? Then USDT dominance is going to be showing us whether investors are favoring more crypto or more Bitcoin or more altcoins. So I'm going to look at all of these. Then we're going to look at the state of our altcoins, where they are right now, and to see where they can be going, heading towards from here. So this dip is going to be a buy, the dip opportunity, or maybe we're going to see more dip. So we're going to discuss all that in today's video and more. So if you're new here for the first time, you're welcome. If say you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. If you're watching from X, do a tweet. If you're watching from Facebook, like immediately. Um, let's get into the show as soon as possible. So I'm happy that I'm able to, like, be here always with you guys, like talk about cryptocurrency with you guys every now and then, to make sure you guys pay attention to what I'm doing or what the market is doing, and also that's gonna help you, be ahead of the curve. So this is a fear and greed index, of course. Is normal fear and greed index stuff. But now let's dive into first, as usual, Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin now on the 15 minutes time frame, and what I want to look at here on this 15 minutes time frame is possibilities of a reversal. Well, before we even, like, I think before we even dive into this, let's just go and look at the macro trend. Like, where is the trend in the market so far? So let's first of all begin with the weekly time frame. So looking at this now on the weekly time frame, we are still here. We are still around this area here. This is a key resistance area. If you look at previous price action, we can still come right down here to around, like, half of this candle is going to be bullish. That's going to be around $99,000. So looking at the structure, we are back at resistance. This was a key resistance price point in the past. Look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like about the 9 weeks or 10 weeks, price stayed in this zone. So what makes you think this movement was going to just kick and take price to the upside? No, we were expecting some sort of rejection there, resistance there, and when price flip from that zone, then we're gonna expect many other altcoins to flip alongside Bitcoin. But what we don't want to see is simple. What I don't want to see, like, guys, I want to give you straightforward. Like, I know exactly when I'm gonna get out from the market. I know exactly. Does that mean that it's gonna be the beginning of the bear market? No. What I'm saying is, I know exactly when I'm gonna get out from the market on time before the bear market steps in, or before many altcoins start bleeding back to their bottom. So this show is gonna be one of the most important show that you're gonna be watching every day by God's grace. By God's grace, when I come here, make sure you are here to watch the show with me. By the way, guys, if say you want to trade all of this, I've been making some good gains with my trades. So if say like those of you who are part of my VIP community and also you're part of my free Telegram community, you have seen all the trades that I've been sharing with you guys. So if you want to trade with me, go on Bluffing. There's a link below this video where you're gonna connect with me on Bluffing. Go to my link tree. For my link tree, you can easily register with Bluffing, and for by doing that, you're gonna be able to trade with me. The link is actually down here. Not BitConnect, of course, you can trade with Bluffing. So this is the link actually for I think like where you can get all of the details that I'm trying to convey here with you guys. So if you scroll down, this is from another video. If you scroll down, you're gonna get. Let me just pause this video. I want you guys to get the resources as soon as possible. So let's just get back here. Let me, yeah. So, yeah, you're gonna get. You can check either of these exchanges. Bybit exchange, Bluffin, Bitrunix. But I'm gonna recommend you choose Bitrunix because that's where I trade more. Bitrunix and Bybit. Of course, you can trade on Bluffin. No bad with that. But any of these exchanges you can trade on, and if you do so, you're gonna join my VIP community. Not my VIP community, my trading community, my futures trading community. I'm forming this new futures community where I'm gonna be sending you guys trade signals. It's free. All you need to do is join, like use either of this link here and join. And you deposit at least $100 that you're gonna be using to trade with it. I'm gonna be sharing my trade setups, all of those stuff there, so you can really start already for with that. And if you are trading cryptocurrency and you don't yet have VPN, or if you are in cryptocurrency and you don't yet have VPN, then I don't think that's good for you. You can get up to 76% off, if you use this link, yeah, this VPN link, this not VPN link, and this is gonna help you protect you from hackers, scammers out there. Even on your phone, like you use your phone a lot, you hear people say, my phone has been hacked, I've lost my cryptocurrency. It's because you visit malicious websites. So this VPN is gonna prevent you from even going to those websites, or it won't allow those websites to open, when you click on them. So it's recommendable you use VPN. Now let's get back into the show. Let me show you guys what I'm. Yeah. So based on the weekly time frame, we are still bullish. Even though we haven't seen price catch up with this moving averages like the 5-day and the 13-day EMA. But you can see we have crisscrossed this moving average have crisscrossed each other, which means we are bullish. We are bullish. Okay. Dropping down to the 1 hour time frame, you'll see that we are still bullish. You can see we are in an uptrend. From where price left. This was the zone that price left around $75,000. And ever since we've been making higher highs, you see the first high here we formed this vector, second we formed this vector, and then price moved sideways for some couple of days. Then we saw how price moved drastically to the upside. So this is the same thing playing out here. Price hasn't yet kissed on the alpha trend. We should expect price to kiss the alpha trend. Then from there, we should expect some sort of reversal, movement, to the upside. I think this movement is going to take us to, let's say, give or take. I already marked this zone here. Let me see if I can mark it again, so you guys will see, or particularly on the daily time frame. Let's see the target for Bitcoin. If say Bitcoin is gonna make a move, let's see how far price is gonna go based on the previous price action. It's simple. You just do something like this. You block it there. You take it there. You see? Oh boy. Take this back from the move. You see? Then from there. So we are going to around $120,000. Yeah. So that's gonna be the target. I'm gonna allow this here so that I'll tell you I told you so. That's gonna be the target for this move. So if we're gonna break from here, we're going straight to this $20,000. $120,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is bullish. We have established that Bitcoin is bullish. Now let's get to the lower time frame. Let's see whether we are good to go with altcoins. Like guys, I'm what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to look at whether I'm going to be shorting the market, cash out some of my profit already, or look for buy opportunity with altcoins. Okay, so based on that, let's see where are we right now with Bitcoin. Let me zoom this so we see this properly. Where are we right now? Okay, price is sitting around the 50-day moving average, which is awesome. So we should expect rejection. We don't want to see like on the 4 hours time frame. What we don't want to see is price break below and stay below the 50-day moving average. If that's the case, I'm gonna show you guys where we should expect price to go to if we see price lose this zone. Okay, so for now we should hold this zone and we should expect price to go move further upward. Now let me show you guys this chart now. This is one of a good, like the good chart out there, and you can see we are sitting right now on the 50-day moving average, but we have this zone where I think if say we are going to see some sort of movement downward, at least this yellowish line down here should be the zone where we should expect price to break from. Like this should be is the low of the week and high of the week, of high of the week. So this move here, we should expect price to at least to an extent, bounce from this zone. Yeah, this 100%, this yellowish line in the like this one. Yeah, so if we're gonna see some sort of movement downward, I think we should see price bounce quickly back up above the 200-day, above the 50-day moving average for Bitcoin. So for now, Bitcoin looks good. Looks good. Now let's get to Breadcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing based on what we have seen here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down already, and you can see Bitcoin is holding around the 100-day moving average, which is good. Okay, it's good that Bitcoin is holding above this 100-day moving average. But what do you see here? What we see here is price have gotten to the half point. If I bring in the fib tool right now, let me bring in the fib tool from the bottom of that move to the top of that move. See that price is sitting around the halfway, like halfway of this move, which is good. This is at 0.3, not okay, not actually the halfway. The halfway is 0.5. So price is around the 0.382 zone. Okay, so the halfway should be around what price point for Bitcoin? Around 0.06477 for Bitcoin. So based on this price action, if something is to happen, I think at least to an extent, what we should see price to do, like what price do is simple. We should see price do something like this. Come here, but hold bounce, and price should make its way back up there, then boom to the upside for Bitcoin. But again, it depends on what Bitcoin will be doing. Another thing I want you guys to see here is simple too. Let me just bring this like here properly, so you can see this vector candle here that price printed. Price has recovered half of it to an extent, or not yet. I think yes. So if we plug this, let me bring in this measurement tool here, from here to there. Let's see if price have got eaten half of that vector candle. Yeah, price has eaten at least half of it. I think not necessarily half of it, because if I have to do it the way I do it, oh boy, I have to zoom this again. That's what you get when you have indicators that swallow your price. So the way I do this, let me mark it properly for you guys. So, oh boy. Okay, so I think we should expect price to move a little bit upward. Let's see. Yeah, so this should be the area. Let me just mark it for my own sake, for my sake, for me. So this should be the area where I should expect, at least to an extent, like price should fail. If say something has happened to Bitcoin, then the next candle should bounce from here, from this. Like if Bitcoin is bullish, if we see some sort of movement here downward, then I want to buy when I see price get back up here. So this should be the zone I buy, because halfway is usually where price retreats from. Then you see price move sideways, then start going back to the upside. And this middle zone where the alpha trend pointed the sell signal is the zone where you're gonna start seeing huge spike back to the upside. So based on how I trade, this is the candle that created the sell signal is still on this candle here. So for me to actually buy, like this coin, bread coin, I need to see price get back to that candle, like to that zone where the sell signal was printed. So what I want to see is if price is gonna get back here somehow, yeah, and move sideways here, then I'm gonna buy, because this was a candle that printed the sell signal, and this candle was triggered by this vector candle. So if price come back and stay above this area, yeah, then I'm looking at a buy to take price back to the upside. So this is the kind of strategy I use to help me get the best entries. You see me like these days, not like these days, not only these days, like for some time now, I've been being accurate with my trades, accurate with my analysis because of stuff like this. I try to follow the market to see what the market makers are doing and see how I can work with them on that. So basically, where we are right now with Bitcoin is a good and it's a bad. Now, something I want us to look at here also is MOG Coin. MOG Coin didn't really dump, because MOG Coin didn't really pump either, right, as compared to Bitcoin. So MOG Coin is holding around the 50-day moving average, which is good, and price has come back to this zone here. This was a weekly open, but this zone is like a trading range for the day, like daily open and daily close, right? So this is the trading range for the week, so the weekly open and weekly close. Okay, so this was the weekly open, and this range here is the low of the week, to an extent. Now, you see, in the past we saw rejection here, so we should see rejection here today, like today. Now, for us to confirm that we're going to be back in an uptrend, it's simple. Well, where we are right now, we need to see price stay within this range, because if we're going to lose this range, then be rest assured that we're going to target half of this vector candle here, this other one here. So if you want to like just mark this one, you see half of this vector here, going to take us back there. So I can mark this now, and this should be the area where if we see some sort of rejection here for more coin, then price is gonna take us back there. So guys, I'm doing these markings, to guide me, like like to guide me in my trade. To when I'm gonna buy, what I want to see, or what I need to see before I buy again, and so on and so forth. For now, we are here on this 50-day moving average. So what I want to see to confirm that we are flip, I wanted to see Bitcoin do what Bitcoin did. Like what I mentioned that Bitcoin we're going to do. I want to see Bitcoin stay above the key area that we mentioned. So let's get back here with Bitcoin. Um, so this is Bitcoin. I want to see Bitcoin stay above the 50-day moving average, and I want to see price flip and go and stay above. Let's do this on the 50 minutes time frame. I think this is gonna be much easier for us. Okay. So now on this 50 minutes time frame, we are above now we are like rejecting around the 800-day moving average. So on this time frame, I want to see price stay above this moving average, and then price should flip and stay above the alpha trend like this. And I want to see the 5-day above the 13-day EMA. Okay, so if I see that for a long time and all of them are above the alpha trend, then I'm buying to target this liquidity here for Bitcoin. Then if I'm buying Bitcoin to target the liquidity there, then I'm buying also more coin to target the liquidity above here. This would like to target the high of the week. So that's my play, and it's gonna be the same thing with Bitcoin. If I'm gonna be buying that with Bitcoin, I'm gonna buy also Bitcoin to target the high, this high here, this yellowish line here. This was the previous week high. and this was the previous week open. And now, if we're gonna break, if we're gonna like reject from here, I'm gonna target just this week open. Because you can see we have multiple rejection here and strong resistance here. So I don't think prices are gonna go straight away right up there. So I'm looking at this now to prepare me ahead of time. When I see confirmation, then I'm gonna get into the trade as soon as possible. So um what other coin are we to look at here? Toshi. So let's look at Toshi. It's obvious that Toshi is going to sitting. Yeah, you see, he's sitting around this 50 moving average, and it's making its way to this yellowish line. Now, guys, if we see Toshi stay above this yellowish line, this zone, then it's going to be a buy, and you can target this zone here. This is going to be the target here, and if price break above, then you target the high of the week. So I'm looking at this now to say, okay, if Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin is doing, then Toshi has already proven to me that it's going to move alongside Bitcoin. And if it fails this zone, if I see price trade below the 50-day moving average on this 4 hours time frame, then the target is going to be the 100-day moving average. And if it fails, then this other one, and if it fails, then we are back to square one. So guys, it's tricky. That's like it. Trading is boring, but you have to make sure you're strong. To follow the trend, to be patient, and to catch the best trades out there. Um, I see Bob Andy says, "How do I join the VIP?" The VIP actually it costs it's not free. It costs it costs $50. And what you get is what I'm buying and what I'm selling. But the future trading community, it's free of charge. You don't have to pay anything. All you need to do is make sure you use either of my link. If you have used my link, go to my free Telegram community and comment there that you have used my link to register, and I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna join that one. Okay. But for those of you who want to be part of my VIP community, then it's simple. Just go to the description of this video. There's a link here. Join my VIP community. This is it here for buy and sell signal, take profit. So what you get is what I'm buying and what I'm selling when I'm selling it. So if I'm talking about of spot trading, spot trade, like my spot bags. I have my spot bag and I have my futures bag. So these are all different stuff, and I also have my investment bag. So you don't get my investment bag. What you get are my my trade, my swing trades, spot trade, and all stuff. So what I'm buying, when I'm buying it, and so on and so forth. And also, I want to tell you when to get out from the market. When we should exit completely, when we start seeing the bear market pop up. So that's what you get, being part of my stuff. Okay, but you don't have to join. Like you don't have to join it because, of course, what I do here is not basically to make you to buy my or to pay for stuff. I know not everyone has the money to do this. Some of you just have some few amount of money to trade, and you want to make some more money. It's good and fine, but just make sure you use the exchange I want you to use. Then we can be sharing our trades with each other. Then yeah, we make money with each other. That's it. You know. Okay. I think to an extent I've touched the coins I wanted to touch. I've touched Breadcoin, I've touched Toshi Coin, I've touched MOG Coin. If you guys have any other coin that you want to look at right now, I can look at them for you, as soon as possible. I can see you guys are watching on X. Um, Andy, are you watching you're watching, yeah, you're watching on Facebook. Sorry, on YouTube. Yeah, if I don't have any question from you guys from X, from from YouTube, then I'm just gonna call this a go for today. We have talked a lot about Bitcoin, the price action. Okay, let me see whether I can give you guys some trades today. What trades do we have today? You can see Bitcoin is filling this zone. So let's see where Bitcoin might bounce from. Let's go to the higher time frame. Let's see. Okay. So Bitcoin is failing. That zone is not good. It's bad. Actually, it's bad news for Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to hold this $101. But I mentioned earlier that we can still see Bitcoin goes to $99 or $99,000 is still okay. Now let's look at the heat map to confirm our moves for today. Let's see the possibilities, because like right now we are in the UK session, so I think maybe US is going to reverse the market somehow, at one point, because UK, Asia has been dumping the market. Let's see what US is going to do when the US market open. Okay, so this is the liquidity heat map on the daily time frame, and you can see we have liquidity right down to about $100. But again, we have more liquidity up above price than below price. Looking at the daily time frame, so there's still high chances that we can see Bitcoin reject from $100, then go straight to $108,000. You can see, yeah. So we have lots of liquidity here. That they can still go and go up. I mean, the market makers. So if we see Bitcoin flip and stay and goes back about at least above $103,000, then there's high chances that we're gonna go straight away to $108,000. And if that's the case, I think all coins are gonna do well. Now let's see which altcoins are showing some strength today that we can trade. By the way, I forgot to mention to show you guys where we are with USDT dominance. So let's go to dominance. Let's see where we are there. Oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot, guys. Okay, so dominance is at a key like at a key resistance level, and is rejecting. It's going to reject from the 50-day moving average on the 4 hours time frame. So we want to see rejection from here. We don't want to see it break above. No, that's not what we want to see. We want to see it like reject. But one thing I'm also looking at here is the fact that these moving averages have crisscrossed each other, so we should expect a major retracement with dominance, and this could take us right up here to about, let's say, um to about 4%. Yeah, 4.9% or 5%, give or take. You know. So for now, we are still good, right? We are still good. But maybe if say we see a flip here, then that's gonna be bad for us. Okay? Trust me. It's gonna be bad for us. So looking at this now, I'm gonna be caution with how I place my trade. If I'm gonna take any trade, it's gonna be based on what Bitcoin will do. So let's look at now Bitcoin dominance. Let's see where we are with Bitcoin dominance. Maybe this might give us some perspective. Yeah, on the 4 hours time frame, yeah, it's showing signal that Bitcoin dominance is gonna go up here to at least kiss this 50-day moving average. So to an extent, I think we're gonna see more dumb coming with altcoins. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Altcoin dumb is gonna happen like huge. I don't know, maybe Ethereum, Solana, something like that is gonna happen to bring price down. So we are at a difficult zone so far, but again, there are always gonna be some coins to pump. Let's see which coins are showing some strength right now. Based on this, let's see. Boomer is showing some strength right now based on this. Book of Memes is showing strength. It's up 3%, even though the market is down. Let's see which coins are showing strength against Bitcoin. Let's look at some meme coins. Okay, only Book of Memes. Which one again is showing strength against Bitcoin? No one. Only Book of Memes is showing strength against Bitcoin. Let's see AI. Some few AI coins, not many. At least showing strength against Bitcoin. Yeah, guys. I mean, everything is down. Not much. Like everything is down. So just some few coins are showing strength against Bitcoin. So I'm gonna wait to see what the US market is gonna give us. If not, then I'm gonna looking for a short position with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Like if say you wanna short Ethereum, I think this is what you need to see. Short Ethereum. I think this is gonna be a trade here for Ethereum. Let's see. Let me get to Ethereum quickly. Yeah, so let's see. Because we are sitting here. and we are above the alpha trend. So for Ethereum, guys, if say we see rejection, yeah, from the I think when the market open, we might see price go straight away to the daily open. So if we see rejection from the daily open, yeah, yeah, if the price reject, yeah, then we're gonna go straight to the 50-day moving average, yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be tricky, you know. But I don't think this is gonna be a trade I want to take. I think what I want to do, or yeah, what I want to do with Ethereum is I want to allow price to make its way here, kiss it, then this buy back now. If price reject, you know, and do something like this, then I'm gonna just sell Ethereum, then target this low here. I think that's gonna be my playbook. Maybe the same thing with Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, the same thing with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has already. Whew. One thing I'm a little bit happy. Like I'm not so scared. Well, not like so scared. Like is that Bitcoin is like this moving average. This is the 200-day moving average. Is still down here. It's far away. So except we're gonna see a crash in the market, then I don't think this is gonna go straight away there. No, there's so much liquidity that needs to be in play to push price that downwards. You know, that's why I'm looking forward to like price to reject from where we are, then we start seeing some sort of highs from there. Okay. Um you're talking about launch coin. I haven't checked on that coin. Maybe I should check on launch coin some other time, not today. But I think is let me just check on it quickly, like fast. Launch coin. I haven't checked on that coin ever since it was launched. I don't know. I don't follow hype. Um I read what they are all about and I love what they are all about, but I don't follow hype, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't follow hype, you know. I think they have a good cause. What they are doing is fantastic, but I don't chase hype like pump, you know. Look, these green candles, green, green, green. These are all smart money coming on board to push price. These are retailers. So those who bought here are lucky, and those who haven't yet sold are are foolish or are stupid. You know, of course, let me not say that they're stupid. Maybe they are insiders, but for those of you who are retailers, you should cash out your profit already if say you got the coin earlier. And if say we are to look, let me just do my quick analysis. Like it's simple as that. Plug in my flip two from here to there. I'm gonna wait the day I see price get back there. You know, to around this halfway of this movement. That's gonna be around 0.30 price point. So let's assume this is the top for this movement. Then we're gonna see retracement. Then I'm gonna look at these key areas here to buy back or to buy to get in the coin. Okay. That's it for me from here this end. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, you enjoy everything. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow same time. I can see a lot of you are watching on X already. um yeah, yeah, yeah. Did I answer your question, Bob Andy? If I did answer your question, then good. I'm not gonna buy, like, I've read about the coin somehow, but I'm not gonna buy it because it's not actually in my range. No, it's yet. I'm not gonna FOMO in and let the whales dump it on on you guys. Then like I'm gonna come afterwards. So I'm gonna allow this flip tool there. When price get there, and then we're gonna buy it together. All right, guys. Take care. Have a nice day, and see you the next one. See you tomorrow, same time. Bye bye. Ciao.